las adoro.
Got a tiny space but big garden dreams? You're not alone. Whether it's a cozy balcony or a petite patio, today we're proving that even the smallest corners can blossom beautifully, with a little creativity and a lot of upcycled charm. In this video, we'll dive into elegant wooden decor ideas made from reclaimed wood, each one perfect for transforming your limited space into a lush retreat. So grab a cup of tea, relax, and let's turn that tight spot into a tiny garden paradise. Transform an old wooden ladder into a vertical garden masterpiece that's perfect for balconies short on floor space. This project turns each step into a shelf, making it easy to layer plants upward instead of outward. Start by sanding the wood until smooth, removing old paint or splinters, then coat it in a soft pastel hue, sage green, powder blue, or blush pink work beautifully for a gentle garden vibe. Instead of using the ladder for climbing, attach shallow wooden boxes, small crates, or even vintage drawers to each rung. These act as individual planting zones ideal for herbs like basil and mint, trailing plants like ivy or sweet potato vine, or vibrant blooms such as pansies and petunias. Lean the ladder against a wall, balcony railing, or sturdy fence. You can even secure it with hooks or brackets for extra stability in windy spots. The layered display adds height and movement to your garden design, while freeing up valuable floor space below. It's a smart, eye-catching solution that blends upcycling with functionality, giving your outdoor nook a stacked dose of charm and greenery. Whether you're after a rustic cottage feel or modern pastel chic, this ladder planter brings vertical magic to your mini garden. Give old wooden crates a charming second life by transforming them into airy suspended garden shelves that float gracefully against your balcony wall. Start by selecting 1 to 3 lightweight crates. Fruit crates, wine boxes, or vintage finds all work beautifully. Sand down rough edges, then paint them in soft pastel tones such as lavender, peach, or mint for a dreamy garden-ready finish. You can either mount them vertically to a wooden backing or suspend them individually using strong natural rope, jute, or heavy-duty twine. Anchor the ropes securely with ceiling hooks, a wooden crossbar, or wall-mounted brackets, making sure everything is balanced and able to handle the weight of soil and pots. Inside each crate, place small potted plants, trailing ivy, or aromatic herbs like rosemary and thyme. Add in solar string lights, a tiny lantern, or even a vintage book for extra charm. These hanging shelves don't just hold plants, they create floating vignettes of nature and personality. Whether grouped together in a cluster or spaced along your wall, they bring depth, motion, and character to your balcony garden. Lightweight, customizable, and renter-friendly, this project is an easy, whimsical way to elevate your plant game, literally. A fold-down potting table is the ultimate solution for gardeners working with a small balcony or patio. This clever wall-mounted piece folds out when needed and tucks neatly away when not in use, offering both functionality and charm without sacrificing precious space. Start by constructing a simple wooden frame using reclaimed pallet wood or salvaged planks. Sand everything smooth, then attach a flat tabletop section with sturdy hinges so it swings down like a desk. Add a latch or chain to support it when open, and finish with a coat of pastel paint, think buttery cream, mint green, or robin's egg blue for a soft garden vibe. When closed, the folded table doubles as a charming panel. When open, it becomes a perfect workspace for potting plants, arranging flowers, or enjoying a cup of tea. Attach small hooks inside the frame to store gardening tools like trowels and scissors, or hang a tiny basket for seed packets and gloves. Mount it to a sturdy wall, fence, or railing with weatherproof screws or brackets. This fold-down wonder not only saves space, but it also adds structure and personality to your balcony garden, proving that even the smallest corners can bloom with both purpose and style. Combine privacy, charm, and vertical gardening all in one with a slatted wood garden screen, an elegant solution for creating a secluded balcony retreat. Made from slim reclaimed wooden slats or pallet strips, this freestanding divider offers structure while still allowing light and airflow through its open design. Start by building a simple rectangular frame with horizontal or vertical slats spaced evenly apart. You can adjust the dimensions to suit your space, whether you need a full-height screen or a half-size backdrop. Paint or stain the wood in a soft, inviting pastel, pistachio green, light honey, or pale lavender all add a soothing garden-like aesthetic. Once dry, decorate it with a mix of hanging planters, small terracotta pots, or macrame plant holders hooked over the slats. Add trailing greenery like pothos or morning glories, or hang string lights for added ambience. The screen can be placed behind a bistro table, beside a lounge chair, or along a railing for privacy from neighbors or street view. Easy to move and customize, this project not only helps define your garden nook but also adds vertical interest and a touch of romantic cottagecore flair to your balcony. Railing planter boxes are a classic way to bring vibrant greenery right to the edge of your balcony, without sacrificing an inch of floor space. Perfect for urban gardeners, these long narrow boxes mount directly onto your balcony railing, creating an eye-level display of color, texture, and life. Start by gathering reclaimed wood planks, pallet boards or old fence pieces work wonderfully. Cut them into rectangular panels, then build open-top boxes with added drainage holes in the base. Sand the edges smooth and finish with a bright, cheerful pastel paint like sky blue, soft coral, or mint green to match your garden's color palette. Add sturdy L-brackets, U-bolts, or custom railing hooks to secure each box to your railing safely. Be sure they can hold the weight of moist soil and plants. Fill them with herbs like parsley and sage, flowering annuals like petunias or marigolds, or even leafy greens like lettuce and arugula. These planter boxes offer a practical yet decorative solution for maximizing vertical garden space while keeping your balcony looking fresh, inviting, and full of personality. From morning coffees surrounded by blooms to evening breezes scented by herbs, these railing boxes make your balcony garden feel like a floating oasis. Transform a vintage window frame into a charming vertical planter that brings nostalgic elegance and garden whimsy to your balcony wall. Start by finding an old wooden window frame, preferably with several panes and no glass. Clean it thoroughly, then sand and lightly distress the wood for a shabby chic effect. Add a coat of pastel paint, try robin's egg blue, faded lavender or soft rose, to highlight the aged character while coordinating with your garden palette. Secure small wooden boxes, metal tins, or mason jars behind each pane opening using strong brackets or wire loops. These act as mini planters for herbs, succulents, or trailing blooms like lobelia and ivy. Fill each container with soil and plant thoughtfully to create layers of color and texture. The finished piece can be hung on a wall, leaned against a railing, or even suspended from strong hooks for a floating garden effect. This project not only recycles forgotten materials, but also adds a vertical showcase full of life and story. It's a beautiful balance of vintage style and garden functionality, a window not to the past, but to your own lush little oasis. Bring both structure and charm to your balcony garden with an upcycled wood trellis panel, a functional art piece that gives climbing plants the perfect place to flourish. Using thin strips of reclaimed wood, build a trellis in any shape that suits your style: classic square grid, diamond lattice, or even a custom geometric pattern. Sand each piece to smooth out rough edges, then paint or stain in a gentle pastel like mint green, pale cream, or soft cloud white. Once dry, assemble the trellis with wood glue and nails or screws, ensuring it's strong enough to support growing vines. Attach it securely to a balcony wall, railing, or planter box using brackets or heavy-duty zip ties. Then plant climbing varieties such as sweet peas, morning glories, or small vining tomatoes at the base and gently guide them upward. As the greenery fills in, the trellis becomes a lush vertical accent, adding height, softness, and shade to your outdoor space. It's also perfect as a privacy screen or natural backdrop for a seating area. Beautiful and easy to build, this trellis adds form and life to any cozy garden corner. Turn leftover wood into stylish modular cube planters that can be stacked, arranged, and reconfigured to suit any balcony setup. Start by cutting reclaimed wood planks into equal-sized squares and assembling them into open cubes. Secure the corners with screws and wood glue for durability. Sand everything smooth and paint each cube in a soft, harmonious pastel palette. Think seafoam, buttercream, dusty rose, or pale lilac. You can make each one a different shade for a playful look or stick to a monochrome scheme for a modern vibe. Line the inside with landscape fabric or insert small pots directly, then fill with herbs, flowers, or cascading greenery. These cubes can be arranged in endless ways, stacked asymmetrically for a sculptural look, lined along a wall for a neat border, or placed in tiers to create a vertical mini garden. Their modular nature makes them renter-friendly and ideal for evolving spaces. Need more storage? Use one cube for garden tools or seed packets. Want to expand your garden? Just build more cubes. Functional, decorative, and full of creative potential, these planters offer a fresh way to bring structure and softness to your balcony garden. Add structure and style to your balcony with a crisscross wall planter grid, a beautiful geometric way to showcase greenery while maximizing vertical space. Use slim strips of reclaimed wood to form a lattice-style frame, arranging them in a diamond or square pattern to suit your taste. Secure the intersecting points with wood glue and nails, then sand the whole piece smooth. Choose a pastel finish that complements your balcony palette, like soft periwinkle, pale sage, or buttery cream, to give it a clean, airy feel. Mount the grid to a wall, fence, or railing using strong anchors. At each crisscross joint, install metal rings, painted hooks, or mini brackets to hold small terracotta pots or mason jars. Fill the containers with herbs, succulents, trailing plants, or even seasonal blooms. As the plants grow, the grid becomes a living art piece, tidy, organized, and endlessly charming. It's perfect for tight spaces and adds a sense of order without sacrificing creativity. Rearranging is easy too, just swap pots or adjust their placement for a fresh look. It's a functional and fashionable way to let your plants climb, spill, and shine. Combine charm, comfort, and clever storage with drawer box garden seats, multifunctional pieces that offer both a cozy place to sit and a hidden garden below. Begin by sourcing sturdy old wooden drawers, ideally from a dresser or sideboard, and sand them smooth to remove rough patches and old finishes. Add a coat of pastel paint, think soft coral, powder blue, or creamy pistachio, to give them new life. Line the inside of each drawer with landscaping fabric to hold soil while allowing for drainage. Fill with your favorite low-maintenance plants, herbs, pansies, or even leafy greens like lettuce. Next, create a snug-fitting lid using reclaimed wood or plywood, then attach a cushion or padded top upholstered in weather-resistant fabric that complements your color scheme. The result? A delightful garden seat that hides blooming surprises beneath. Place them along your balcony edge or around a bistro table for added seating. These seats are perfect for small spaces where every element needs to multitask, offering a whimsical and practical way to blend comfort with cultivation. A conversation piece and a plant haven, all in one. Meet the ultimate space-saving garden solution, a wall-mounted folding shelf garden that's as functional as it is delightful. Designed like a Murphy bed for plants, this clever piece folds down to reveal a mini greenhouse and tucks away neatly when not in use. Start by constructing a shallow wooden box frame from reclaimed wood or pallet boards, sized to fit your balcony wall. Attach 1 or 2 fold-out shelves inside using sturdy hinges, then sand and paint everything in a calming pastel, like soft mint, powder pink, or buttery ivory. Add a front panel that closes flat and secures with a latch or hook when the shelf is folded up. Inside, place small potted herbs, succulents, or flower seedlings in rows, and use the underside of the panel for mounted tools or chalk-painted labels. When open, the shelves serve as plant staging or display space. When closed, they protect your garden from wind and weather while keeping things tidy. This project is ideal for renters, minimalists, or anyone short on square footage but big on greenery. It's beautiful, discreet, and loaded with smart design, garden magic that folds away. Add a touch of rustic romance to your balcony with a wooden lantern planter, a charming hybrid of vintage decor and miniature garden. Begin by building a lantern-style frame using 4 slim wooden slats for the verticals and a square base for support. You can keep the top open for easy planting access, or add a decorative crossbeam or handle for extra flair. Sand the entire structure to smooth out edges and give it that handcrafted feel, then paint it in a dreamy pastel hue like blush pink, sky blue, or soft vanilla. Inside the lantern, place a mason jar, small terracotta pot, or even a glass candle holder repurposed as a planter. Choose petite flowers, succulents, or herbs like lavender or rosemary to fill the space with beauty and scent. To elevate the atmosphere, wrap fairy lights around the frame or tuck a solar light inside for a magical evening glow. These lantern planters are perfect for centerpieces on outdoor tables, hanging from sturdy hooks, or lining a balcony ledge. They radiate warmth, creativity, and a cottagecore elegance that turns any corner of your garden into a storybook nook. Add a modern twist to your green space with a staggered wall peg garden, a smart, flexible system that transforms a simple wooden board into an interactive garden wall. Start with a smooth, reclaimed wooden panel or plywood sheet, cut to fit your balcony wall. Sand it down and apply a soft pastel tone, creamy beige, pistachio green, or pale lavender work beautifully. Then drill evenly spaced holes across the board in a staggered pattern, creating a grid for wooden pegs to fit snugly into. Use thick dowels or cut wooden rods as the pegs, painting them in complementary hues or leaving them natural for a Scandinavian touch. The magic is in the modularity. Simply move the pegs to different heights and positions to support small hanging pots, wire baskets, mini shelves, or garden tools. Add hooks for extra storage, or attach lightweight planters with rope or macrame hangers. This design is ideal for renters or seasonal decorators. You can adjust it any time without a full overhaul. It's part vertical garden, part art installation, and all about customizing your balcony to grow with your style and needs. Transform your balcony railing into a charming garden cafe spot with a dual-purpose bar shelf and planter combo. This clever design offers a narrow tabletop for drinks or books while showcasing a mini garden in full view. Start by measuring your railing and building a slim wooden shelf that hooks securely over the top using brackets or custom notches. Use reclaimed wood for character and sand it smooth before painting it in a breezy pastel, like buttercream, seafoam, or soft mint. Attach a matching planter box along the outer edge of the shelf, making sure it has drainage holes and is deep enough for herbs, trailing flowers, or even strawberries. Line it with landscaping fabric if needed, then plant your favorite greenery for a fragrant, colorful finish. This piece is perfect for sipping coffee among blooms or hosting an evening glass of wine surrounded by greenery. It saves space, adds instant ambience, and makes your balcony feel like a curated retreat. Lightweight and easy to remove, it's also renter-friendly and wonderfully customizable for any aesthetic. Bring vertical charm to a balcony corner with a stepped staircase planter, a cascading display made from salvaged wood that turns plants into a tiered centerpiece. Construct 3 to 4 narrow rectangular boxes in gradually increasing lengths and stack them in a stair-step formation, securing each level with screws or brackets for stability. Sand the surfaces smooth, then create an ombre pastel effect using blended shades, like blush pink fading into peach or mint transitioning into soft aqua, for a subtle, elegant gradient. Each step becomes its own planting bed, perfect for organizing by plant type or size. Use the lowest tier for trailing plants like ivy or sweet potato vine, middle tiers for herbs or small vegetables, and top levels for statement flowers like marigolds or zinnias. This design not only maximizes vertical space but also gives visual rhythm and layering to your garden. It fits snugly in a balcony corner, leaving room for seating or a small table. The stepped planter is practical, beautiful, and invites your eye to travel upward, celebrating growth at every level. Keep your green space tidy and stylish with a garden tool organizer panel, a wall-mounted wooden board that turns chaos into charm. Begin with a flat plank or pallet board, sanded smooth and cut to fit your balcony wall. Paint it a soft, complementary pastel like periwinkle, dove gray, or sage green to blend beautifully with your garden palette. Add a series of hooks, small shelves, and mounted mason jars or tin cans to hold essentials like gloves, scissors, twine, plant markers, or seed packets. Use metal cup hooks for hanging tools like trowels and pruners, and add labels beneath each spot using chalk paint or hand-lettered tags for a personal touch. If you like versatility, install a pegboard-style back for movable hooks and clips. This panel makes everything accessible while freeing up precious shelf or floor space. It's especially helpful for small balconies where multifunctional organization is key. Bonus points for adding a fold-down ledge or clip-on clipboard for garden notes. Functional, attractive, and completely customizable, this panel proves that practical storage can still be a joy to look at. Simple, sleek, and supremely functional, the slatted wooden plant bench is a must-have for any balcony gardener seeking both style and order. Start by building a low, narrow bench using evenly spaced reclaimed wooden boards for the top, supported by sturdy legs or side panels. The slats not only add a clean, modern look but also allow airflow and drainage, ideal for outdoor use. Paint or stain the bench in a pastel tone like pistachio green, coral pink, or a breezy sky blue to tie into your garden's color scheme. Once complete, line the top with a series of potted plants. Leafy greens, bright flowers, or fragrant herbs all thrive here. Beneath the bench, take advantage of the open space by storing watering cans, soil bags, or a basket of tools. You can even slide in a couple of decorative crates for added hidden storage. Perfect against a wall or balcony railing, this plant bench acts as both a display stage and a quiet organizational hero. It adds visual structure without bulk and creates a tidy, intentional feel in even the smallest spaces. Elevate your balcony garden, literally, with a hanging rail and hook system that turns any blank wall or railing into a dynamic vertical oasis. Start with a sturdy reclaimed wooden board or metal rod and mount it horizontally at about eye level along your balcony wall or railing. Paint the rail in a soothing pastel like robin's egg blue, creamy peach, or soft mint to complement your garden's palette. Add a series of S-hooks or screw-in hooks spaced evenly across the length. These hooks become the foundation for your hanging garden. Use them to suspend lightweight planters, wire baskets, macrame holders, or small garden tools. For added charm, tie pots with jute rope or colored twine, or weave in strands of fairy lights for a magical evening glow. This setup is perfect for renters since it's easy to install and remove, and it's endlessly customizable based on the season or your current mood. The rail keeps your floor space open while offering a curated look that's tidy, airy, and effortlessly stylish. Best of all, it brings your greenery to eye level where it can truly shine. Think vertical and minimal with this narrow slat plant ladder, a slim A-frame design that makes the most of even the tightest balcony corners. Crafted from skinny reclaimed wood slats or pallet strips, this ladder-style planter is both lightweight and stylish. Build a compact A-frame structure with evenly spaced horizontal slats or bars, leaving just enough depth to support small pots or hanging planters. Paint the wood in a soft, soothing pastel like icy lavender, pale peach, or cool pistachio to add a gentle pop of color without overwhelming your space. Once assembled, lean it against a sunny wall or secure it upright with brackets if needed. Hang mini potted herbs, cascading vines, or trailing flowers like lobelia from the rungs using twine, macrame, or small hooks. It's ideal for small plants that love the sun and creates a lovely cascading effect from top to bottom. This plant ladder adds height, movement, and visual interest while staying narrow enough for the tiniest of spaces. Best of all, it's easy to move or repaint whenever you want a seasonal refresh. Bring a touch of whimsy to your balcony with a swing shelf planter, an airy, playful way to showcase your favorite potted plants. To create one, start with 2 smooth wooden planks, reclaimed wood works beautifully, and drill holes in each corner. Thread strong rope or jute cord through the holes, tying secure knots underneath each shelf to hold them level. Attach the rope to a sturdy overhead beam, ceiling hook, or a balcony railing bracket, allowing the shelves to gently sway. For a dreamy finish, Paint the wood in calming pastels like pale aqua, blush pink, or dusty lavender to blend with your garden's soft color palette. The gentle motion adds a calming effect, and the tiers allow you to layer plants vertically, ideal for trailing vines, small succulents, or seasonal blooms. You can also mix in small lanterns or decorative stones for added charm. Lightweight and renter-friendly, this hanging planter is perfect for adding dimension and movement to your vertical space. It's sweet, stylish, and a little bit magical, a garden feature that's sure to spark conversation. Turn your balcony wall into a living mosaic with hexagon wall planters, geometric gems that combine modern design with natural charm. Start by cutting small reclaimed wood pieces into 6 equal sides and assembling them into hexagonal frames. You can vary the depth for added dimension, or keep them shallow for a sleek profile. Paint each hex in a different pastel hue, think soft pistachio, dusty mauve, creamy yellow, or sky blue, to create a gentle coordinated rainbow effect. Mount the hexagons in a honeycomb cluster on your wall or balcony fence, mixing flat-backed ones with deeper planterbox styles. Inside each hex, nestle a tiny succulent, mini herb, or bright flowering plant. You could even include 1 or 2 hexes for storage, like seed packets or tools, to blend function with flair. This modular setup is renter-friendly and easily expandable over time. Whether you add 5 or 15, the result is a sculptural garden mural that's full of texture, color, and life. It's a stunning way to personalize your vertical space and let your creativity and plants bloom. Add a dash of storybook charm to your balcony with a rustic wooden birdhouse planter, a delightful blend of decor and garden function. Begin with salvaged wood to craft a classic birdhouse silhouette, a peaked roof, small round entrance hole, and flat back for easy mounting. But instead of leaving it purely decorative, build out a planter box beneath or alongside the faux birdhouse. Line the planter section with landscaping fabric and include drainage holes to ensure healthy plant life. Paint the entire piece in soft vintage-inspired pastels like buttery yellow, faded pink, or sky blue, and distress the edges slightly for that weathered farmhouse appeal. Mount it to a railing post, balcony wall, or even a fence panel where it gets light and attention. Fill the planter with cheerful blooms like petunias, alyssum, or trailing lobelia for a lively cascade of color. It's not just a planter, it's a conversation piece that adds warmth and personality while inviting pollinators like bees and butterflies to stop by. Perfect for small spaces that crave a little countryside whimsy. Bring mobility and charm to your balcony garden with a reclaimed wood rolling cart, an adaptable mini garden you can wheel into the sun or tuck away as needed. Start with an old wooden utility cart, bookshelf, or build a simple tiered frame using salvaged planks. Add 4 sturdy caster wheels to the base for smooth movement, and reinforce the structure if needed to support plant weight. Paint the cart in a soft pastel like sage green, lavender, or buttercream to give it a fresh, garden-inspired feel. Each level can be dedicated to different gardening needs. Place pots of herbs and flowers on top, store seed trays and watering cans in the middle, and keep tools or compost buckets below. You can even add hooks or jars on the sides for hanging gloves or storing tags. It's a fantastic option for renters, as it requires no mounting or wall space, and lets you follow the sun or rearrange your garden layout with ease. This cart brings beauty, flexibility, and functionality all in one charming rolling package. Transform your balcony into a cozy garden retreat with a DIY pallet sofa featuring built-in planter arms, a multifunctional masterpiece perfect for small outdoor spaces. Start by stacking and securing 2 or 3 sturdy wooden pallets to create the base and backrest. Sand everything smooth to avoid splinters, then paint or stain the wood in a soft pastel, think coral blush, mint green or creamy beige, for a fresh, calming vibe. Add a thick outdoor cushion or layered seat pads in coordinating tones, and finish with plush throw pillows for extra comfort. On each side, attach a long, narrow planter box to the armrests, either using reclaimed wood or retrofitting wooden crates. Fill them with trailing plants like ivy, blooming petunias, or aromatic herbs like lavender and rosemary to frame your seating with lush greenery. This upcycled sofa invites you to lounge while surrounded by life and color. Perfect for reading, sipping coffee, or catching sunsets, it turns your balcony into a tiny oasis where comfort meets nature in the most delightful way. For balconies with limited floor space, floating wooden shelves offer a clever and stylish solution to showcase plants and decor without cluttering the ground. Start with upcycled wood planks, old floorboards, pallet pieces or cabinet remnants work well, and sand them smooth before painting in soft pastel hues like lilac, blush pink, or seafoam green. Mount the shelves directly to your balcony wall or railing using sturdy, rust-resistant brackets, spacing them at staggered heights to create visual movement and balance. Each shelf becomes a mini display area for potted herbs, trailing succulents, or tiny garden sculptures. You can also add solar lanterns or candles for soft evening ambience. Because they're wall-mounted, the shelves appear to float, lending a modern airy feel to your space while freeing up the floor for seating or larger planters. This project is perfect for renters too, just be sure to use removable wall anchors if drilling is an issue. Floating shelves are a minimalist's dream, compact, beautiful, and wonderfully versatile for vertical gardening. Turn a small wooden pallet into a charming, space-saving vertical herb garden that brings flavor and fragrance right to your fingertips. This project is perfect for balconies with limited floor space and offers a rustic, handcrafted touch. Begin by sourcing a compact pallet. Look for one that's lightweight and in good condition. Trim it down if necessary, and sand it smooth to remove any splinters or rough edges. Reinforce the base slats with extra wood if you plan to insert pots or add grow bags. Then, give it a cheerful coat of pastel paint, blush pink, seafoam green, or buttery yellow add a warm garden fresh vibe. Line the interior slats with burlap pockets or wedge in small metal or terracotta pots. Fill each with soil and plant your favorite herbs, basil, mint, chives, thyme, oregano, whatever you love to cook with or smell on breezy days. Use white chalk paint or weatherproof markers to label each section with playful handwritten names. Mount the pallet vertically on a sunny balcony wall, fence, or railing using heavy-duty brackets or hooks. Not only does it create a functional kitchen garden within arm's reach, but it also becomes a beautiful focal point, adding texture, color, and life to your balcony with minimal effort. Give your larger potted plants both style and mobility with a charming reclaimed wood plant caddy. Ideal for renters, sun chasers, or anyone who likes to frequently rearrange their outdoor space, this simple rolling platform makes your garden flexible and functional. Start by cutting scrap wood or leftover planks into a square or circular shape large enough to hold a pot or planter. Sand the wood thoroughly to avoid splinters, then paint or stain it in a soft pastel. Dusty lilac, seafoam, or pale buttercream all bring subtle charm. Attach 4 small caster wheels to the underside using weatherproof screws, ensuring smooth rolling action on your balcony floor. Add a small rope handle or a cutout grip for easy maneuvering. This low-profile accessory is perfect for heavy pots that might need repositioning for sun exposure or rain collection. Use several caddies to create a mobile garden that can shift with the seasons, or your mood. Not only does this project protect your flooring and make cleaning easier, but it also adds a thoughtful handmade touch to your balcony setup. Simple, adorable, and incredibly handy, this caddy is small space gardening at its smartest. See? Tiny spaces don't mean tiny potential. With a few pieces of upcycled wood and a sprinkle of creativity, your small garden can become a stunning sanctuary. Whether you're growing herbs for dinner, flowers for beauty, or just a little peace of mind, there's always room to grow. If you found inspiration today, give us a like, subscribe for more garden magic, and remember, your space may be small, but your garden dreams are limitless.
Cazadoro.